We got a lot of malarkey going on today. Bigly malarkey. I'm sure you heard on Monday we've learned from fake news liberal media CBS that a handful of classified documents were found in a private office used by Joe Biden when he was teaching at the University of Pennsylvania. And then last night, fake news liberal media MSNBC reported Biden's attorneys found a few more classified documents in the garage at the president's house in Delaware. This morning, the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, appointed a special counsel to look into all this. Merrick Garland, he's, of course, appointed by Biden. He's bending over backwards to make sure this is handled in an unbiased way, which is a refreshing change from Trump's Attorney General, William Barr, who used to bend over forwards whenever the president asked him to. And while there are significant differences between this situation with Biden and the 15 boxes of documents Tanny Soprano left laying around his golf club and refused to give back, it's definitely embarrassing to Joe Biden, and the gang at Fox News wasted no time rubbing it in.
Mr. President,
okay.
classified material next to your Corvette, what were you thinking?
Let me, I'm going to get a chance to speak on all this, God willing, soon. But as I said earlier this week, people, and by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage, okay? So it's not like you're sitting out in the street.
So the material was in a locked garage?
Yes, as well as my Corvette.
He's super proud of that Corvette, isn't he? You know, I have a Corvette. I don't know. It's like we have a President Burt Reynolds all of a sudden. Which is more dangerous, Joe Biden having classified documents in his garage or Joe Biden having the keys to a Corvette? He calls it Stud Force One, and meanwhile, we're still getting Golden McNuggets 2 years after Trump's time in office. According to a reporter from the New York Times, back in 2017, Trump floated the idea of nuking North Korea and blaming the attack on another country. The old Canada did it routine. The book says Trump pitched this to a small group, including his chief of staff, John Kelly. Kelly then informed Trump he would need approval from Congress in order to launch a preemptive nuclear strike, which, quote, baffled and annoyed Trump, like when a dog sees itself in the mirror. Trump really, he loves swinging those nuclear warheads around. You remember, back in 2018, I don't know if you remember, he tweeted referencing Kim Jong-un, I, too, have a nuclear button, but it is a much bigger and more powerful one than his. And my button works, which it's hard to tell if he was threatening Kim or seducing him, but I don't know, if your button is so big and powerful, why hasn't Melania launched it in years, huh? And while, thank you, everybody. And while Trump has really been tops as far as being the most accomplished BS artist in Washington, he's getting a run for his money from another New Yorker of ill repute, newly elected Misrepresentative George Santos. The latest fabrication that's come to light is Santos lied about having a 3.9 GPA and claimed he was a volleyball star in college. If you've ever seen this guy, he looks more like a volleyball than a volleyball star. At this point, Santos has been exposed for either exaggerating or just plain making up, I don't know, every detail of his life. So much so, his own party, Republicans in New York State, are demanding he resign immediately, and the press is having a very hard time getting him to answer questions.
Congressman Santos, what is your response to those that are calling for you to resign?
I will not resign. I will be continuing to hold my office elected by the people.
How do you feel like you're able to serve your people?
George Santos slipping on a newspaper is a beautiful metaphor for the last few months. And while he did not stop to answer questions from reporters, he did agree to sit down for an interview with one of the hardest-hitting journalists in news.
Embellishing one's resume isn't a crime. It's frankly how a lot of people get to Congress, and we want everyone to be honest. And again, you've acknowledged that, and you're working for it going forward. One of the principal critiques I've heard is that a lot of money was donated to your campaign by you, $700,000, I believe. Where did it come from?
Well, I'll tell you where it didn't come from. It didn't come from China, Ukraine, or Burisma. How about that?
That's great. So where did it come from? You're going to be shocked to hear this. Matt Gaetz didn't really press him on it, but even though, again, his own party in the state of New York is demanding that he resign for being a serial liar and possibly worse, Matt Gaetz knows that the real villain isn't the person making up the lies, it's the people reporting them.
Isn't the New York Times going to come for every one of these Republicans before it's over?
Every last one of them I just pray for all of you when they come for you that you have the same strength I have.
Even Jesus is like Jesus. But he is strong, George Santos. In fact, you look at his website, you can see he's the son of immigrants, born and raised in Jackson Heights, Queens. Mother and father are immigrants to the U.S. from Brazil, and he stands 9 feet 7 inches tall and is stronger than Godzilla. The biggest book of the year so far belongs to Prince Harry. He's topping the bestseller charts. His memoir sold almost twice as many copies as Barack Obama's memoir on the first day, and there's a reason for that. It's Barack Obama didn't write a chapter about getting frostbite on his penis. The audiobook is #1 too. This is an excerpt from Prince Harry's audiobook. This is a real excerpt. We didn't cook this up. And you will hear the prince here describing his frostbitten naughty nozzle.
My penis was oscillating between extremely sensitive and borderline traumatized. The last place I wanted to be was Frostnipistan.
That's right. He said Frostnipistan, but go on.
I'd been trying some home remedies, including one recommended by a friend. She'd urged me to apply Elizabeth Arden cream. My mum used that on her lips. You want me to put that on my todger? It works, Harry. Trust me. I found a tube, and the minute I opened it, the smell transported me through time. I felt as if my mother was right there in the room. And I took a smidge and applied it down there.
He rubbed a smidge of Mummy's lip balm on his tallywhacker, everybody. It's quite an endorsement for Elizabeth Arden. You know, when they say write a tell-all, they don't mean to tell all. It's just a phrase.
It was still so hard to think of Mummy in the realm of death. Mummy who'd danced with Travolta, who'd quarreled with Elton, who'd dazzled the Reagans. Could she really be in the great beyond with the spirits of Newton and Chaucer? Between these thoughts of Mummy and death and my frostnip penis, I was in danger of becoming as anxious as the groom.
You know, next book, we're going to have to create a little bit more distance between the words mummy and my penis. Speaking of penises, Elon Musk is having trouble with this. His little Twitter experiment is going sideways. Twitter is reportedly so desperate for cash, they're thinking about selling usernames. According to the New York Times, to drum up revenue, Elon Musk wants to auction off popular handles from inactive accounts. The list of in-demand names include @BoobyKing69, I love Elon 69, and 69, 69, 69, 69. Basically anything with the number 69 is going to cost you. Those are real. Before these names are made available to the public, Twitter held a private auction for high-worth individuals where some of the best names got snapped right up.
All right, up next, guys. Oh, I've been waiting for porn on the cob. It having to go how here, down here, having to go 500, now 25. Sold 600, 861. All right, here, having to go buy him here, Howard Sperm. We're gonna buy Howard Sperm. Having to go buy him here, 125, having to go 150, 175, having to go 200, having to go sold 25, 506. Michael Asbender, having to buy him, having to 100, now 25, having to go 150. 75, having to get 225, having to get 250, 75. Sold 250, buyer gonna be. All right, here, having to get Taint Nicholas. What's the word? I'm gonna get 500 quarter here. I'm gonna get 75. I'm gonna get 600. So, yeah!
All right, there you go. You gotta make money. Just thinking about it, you know, a lot of these tech companies, these big tech companies, got started in a garage. Twitter is about to become the first to end in one. We got a lot of rain here in Los Angeles this week. It's been raining cats and purse dogs, and we wanted to have fun with that because it rarely happens. So when it was really coming down, we sent our in-house meteorologist out of the house to Hollywood Boulevard to mess with pedestrians passing by in a slippery when wet edition of Breaking the News.
It's raining news! Storm Central.
It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. But could that sleep apnea be deadly? And when will it dry out? And why am I asking so many questions? And why won't this guy acknowledge me? Tonight.
Downpour.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the street. Why, it may not be time to deflate your dinghy. My 5-day report after the break. Get in. Get in. Come on, get in, get in, get in. All this plus sports after an all-new I Married My Cat.
Weather alert.
Today we're finding out if LA rainwater is safe enough to drink. Hold on 1 second. Cheers. Take a hit of that. Take a hit of that. I can't do this. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Take a hit. It's okay. Take a hit. Just take one hit. One hit. The answer is no.
Disgusting.
With all the rain and now the power outages, next comes the inevitable looting. What'd you grab?
From Marshall's, a bag. Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Why?
You know why.
Bomb cyclone.
The mudslide slammed right into the orphanage. I said orphanage, it's orphanage. That's hilarious. It slammed right into the orphanage. That is funny. That's funny.
Tonight.
What's up? The anniversary of this 20-year-old catchphrase. Tonight at 11.
Still to come.
And we're live in 3, 2. Rain in this economy
Is crazy than them.
This expert weighs in.
And this.
We love the rain! Yay! But some people aren't feeling the love as an elderly shut-in in Echo Park was found partially eaten by her many kittens. And if you'd like to adopt one of those cuties, click on the link below, Granny's Cannibal Cats. We love the rain!
Wind advisory.
The rain continues to fall! The wind is just relentless! Authorities are urging people, stay off of Hollywood Boulevard! Look out, look out, look out! And that's a wrap. Nice job, guys. Back to you, Jim.